Ron here with Riding Some Properties. I recently visited this home in Tsu City, Mie. It's 16.8 million yen, 106,000 USD, two-story, 11 SLDK, built in 1978, 251 square meters of building space and over 1,000 total, almost 1,100. Does include two air cons, a washing machine, and an upgraded water heater. They are all new. Here's the general area of the home. It's a 4-minute walk from the nearest convenience store, 5-minute drive to 3 supermarkets. It is set up for high-speed internet, and here's the ferry from Chubu International to Tsu. I'm in this house down here in Mie, and as you can see, it's Kominka style, very spacious. It's got a really good feel. Downstairs, they have replaced some tatami, and the floors look pretty good. The second floor is not as finished, remodeled rather, as the first floor is, but I think for the price, location, it's a great location. If you're wanting something off the beaten path a little bit. Here's the door frames. They're, Japanese kind of typical height. But yeah, really cool property and a good opportunity to buy if you're wanting something out in the country a little bit and something that doesn't need a lot of work. So, there are some things, soft floors in one of the rooms, and a couple things here and there, but overall, I don't think it's a bad property to consider. So you would probably need to drive. It does have parking, and it's, off the beaten path. Some of our clients are looking for homes like this, very large Kominka style. It has been partially renovated and overall is in a pretty good condition. Here's the entranceway. There's a couple rooms that I was not able to view just because there are personal items of the current owner in the home. They're using this as a second home. One room is off to the right there. There was some signs of water damage. However, the owner is a architect and said she looked at the property thoroughly before purchasing, but an older home. So I haven't seen any older homes, especially built prior to 1980, that has not had some water staining signs. So that's something to keep in mind. That room that we're not able to view, the floors were a bit soft, and another room had some soft floors as well that we're not able to view. But here is some of the rooms. You can see they have upgraded the tatami. There's some of that water staining that is very common in this area of these older homes. Closet space at the end of the hallway. If you enjoy golf, there are 3 golf courses in the area. So good opportunity if you're wanting to do some golfing and have a nice holiday home out here in the countryside. See, it's very Japanese. A lot of these era homes are built like this. I lived in one here in Nagoya. New tatami in this room. See, it's very clean and taken care of, completely livable the way it is. The second floor, if you want to do some renovations upstairs, there's some opportunity for that, but I think as it is, it's completely fine. This area of homes is usually soft for some reason. There was no issues with that one in this home. Lots of room, lots of space. Here you can see it wraps around this other room back in the corner, the breezeway through the shoji in front of us. See some footprints on the ceiling there. I see that a lot actually from when they were building it. Here's a small breezeway looking out to the back. See, you're pretty isolated, not a lot of neighbors around. Here's one of those new air cons that's installed. At the end of the video, we do a look around outside as well, and there is a lot that is next to it that is empty. Might be able to purchase that as well if somebody's interested. A lot of times we sell homes and people are interested, and sometimes do sell, buy lots that are adjacent to these homes. We just have to do some research and check on that, which we can do with no problem. They're not always on the market, of course, but happy to look. This other room to the left there is one of the rooms I was not able to get in. I think the floors were a little bit soft in there. Can definitely redo that. It's not that expensive to do, but those two rooms were the only ones that had soft floors. There are a couple soft spots in the kitchen, but nothing alarming, I don't think. Another room next to the kitchen. You can see these tatami in here have not been updated. I think it's fine and livable the way it is. If you want to upgrade it later, that's definitely doable. So the owner's just wanting to sell, I think wanting to move back to their home country because of work. They bought this about 5 years ago, and it's been a good home to them. Now they're wanting to move on, sell it, and move back abroad. Here's a kitchen. Very nice for Japanese standards. You don't usually get a kitchen that's this open. Right in this area, there's a bit of a soft spot, but again, I don't think it's anything to be too alarmed about. See this upgraded kitchen area is part of the home they did upgrade. It's propane. Got the 3 burners there that are working. Lights and ventilation working fine. See that fridge and also the washing machine there off to the left that will come with the property. They are also new. A window looking out the back. Took a look underneath, as I always do when possible. See the wood looks like it's been treated for, termite prevention. Overall, looked pretty good. Don't see any signs of termite or wood rot. See the stones. It looks like it was probably made by the whoever owned the place. So it'd be nice to have flat concrete, but they're just using rocks there, but looks sturdy overall. Another room with an aircon installed in it for the current owner's office space. Nice Japanese carvings up by the light. And it's summer, but it wasn't too hot in here, to be honest. There's a nice breeze coming through. And that door off to the right is another room that I wasn't able to get in. It goes all the way through from the front entrance. And here's another entranceway off to the side with the shower and toilet off to the left. We'll get here in a second. And there was a building right there they had taken down. Here's the toilet in front and the shower off to the left. Everything's functioning properly. See, the toilet has been replaced. Got these security bars. They're in all of these old houses. When I was living in mine, I just took them off and put them up when I left. A bit of an eyesore, to be honest. Don't think you really need them, but they're always there. Can be easily removed. Here's the shower. Does have the auto fill and auto reheat function there. And a heater. So looks a bit dated, but everything is clean and in working order. So very large first floor, now up to the second floor. Stairs were solid, no creaking, no softness. Everything felt solid. Down at the end here, there's typically a sink that would be installed, but it has been removed. Try to take a look at the roof. Roof looked okay. Got these clay shingles that last quite a long time. Look down the hallway. Several rooms. As you can see, it's not as renovated as the first floor, but everything looked okay. Small closet to the right. Three more rooms. Here is one of them. So 11 rooms total with a storage. Again, you see some handprints and stuff going on from when they first built the home. Nice view of the mountains off in the distance. Room is connected with the doors to this back corner room. Tatami looks fine. This might be the storage. It's a bit of a smaller room. Obviously can be used as a bedroom. So look out the back. And back down to the left, it looks like at one point there was a bar set up. See the bar area there. There was a sink at one point that has since been removed. But if you want, you can build your own personal bar back here. It's set up, ready to go for that. There's the place where a sink was at one time. So that is the entirety of the interior of the home. Here's the garage. There was additional storage off to the back that I didn't get to because of personal items back there, but plenty of storage and parking in the garage. So just really, for Japan standards, a massive amount of land, almost 1,100 square meters. There's the driveway. See proximity of the neighbors. You're not butted up against anybody like you are in the cities. Got the row of bushes that is kind of giving some privacy. They do a bit of gardening. There's some persimmon trees and some other vegetables being grown off to the left. So do remember that, for house values, the way the Japanese see it, all the value is in the land. So at, the asking price of 16.8 million yen, I think it was, I think this is a fair value for this home, given the home condition, foundation, everything looks solid, and you just get a really big piece of land as well. Some vegetables, cannot recall the Japanese names right now, but they are edible. There's that plot of land right there that might be for sale. If you're wanting to expand your boundaries, that's something we can also look into. Again, no guarantees that it's for sale, but something we're happy to look into. See, you've got some space in the back from the property boundary. I did take a look at the foundation and did not see really any cracking at all. So for the age of this home, I think it was built properly and seems to be lasting the test of time. Here's the water heater right there. I found the date 2024. Those have, typically they say a 10-year lifespan. They can last 10, 15 years, but it is new. There's a propane tank. So those are also new and upgraded. An old shed that was there when they bought it, but they had paid to get it torn down. So they put about 4 million, 5 million yen into this home after purchasing it. If you're interested in this property, please do reach out via email or WhatsApp. Information's in the description and also here at the end of the video. Thank you guys so much for watching. Really appreciate it. Here's the info. Reach out if you're interested in this property or others in Japan. Thank you very much and have a great day.